Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Kyle's not here, so he can't do that thing he does. So we'll start with CW. How you doing? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving,
Well,
bro.
hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you all did too. We got a good jumping chat going on there, a side chat going on there. We got a lot of friendly faces. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. We got a. I had a couple of busy day today. I had a couple of videos I posted. One I knew I was going to do, and one was a surprise. But I'm kind of excited about it because I didn't expect to get it in when I did. So I made a quick video. So we got a couple of ideas of what we're going to talk about, but always looking for stuff from the side chat. So if you got some questions or some comments, post them up there, and we'll see what we can start talking about. Mark, what's going on with you, man?
Not a whole lot. Did a little hunting this evening. I was heading up the levee by the field, and I spooked two off, and that's all I saw all night. But after I was getting ready to leave, it was closing time. I couldn't shoot anymore. I heard one blow at me, so they were in the area, just not to be seen. So we'll try again tomorrow. Um, had a good day yesterday. Family time. Got fat and happy. So we'll head on down there to Mr. Ocean. How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Same here. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. Um, had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. Ate quite a bit. I should have done that. And I'm still shaking off this flu that I can't get rid of it for the life of me.
Hmm.
And I also got some new plans for new videos coming up also.
All right.
Now we got Mr. Papa.
That's Mr. Pot Hot. No.
Okay, hot,
Hi.
hot.
Evening, everybody. Thanks for having me on. Greatly appreciate it. I look forward to Friday night every week. It's always a good time. We've got the side chat going pretty good out there. See this? Let's see what else. I've been making videos all week. I've got them scheduled to come out. A few more still. I got more in the works. I'm gonna plug my. I'm starting a new channel for just tactical gear and gadgets. It's called Hot Pot Tactical. So if you're not sub to me, get on over there and give me a sub.
Put a link up.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy.
You ain't lazy. I know that.
You really wanting some subs, ain't you, buddy?
I'm on my second day of fat and happy.
I heard that.
Yeah.
You know, I
Good
think
old.
sometimes the best thing about Thanksgiving is the leftovers.
Ugh, yeah.
Who was it? Somebody said. Somebody said leftovers made them late, and
Kyle.
Kyle, yeah.
Oh,
There's
Kyle.
trees a blowing. What's up, man? So let's go through the panel, and before we get too deep into this, and I don't want to put nobody on the spot, but I want everybody to name one thing that they're thankful for. If you can name just one. So who wants to start? Ocean, you want to start?
Um, I'm thankful for all my wonderful friends. Um, I'm not too much of a for into in computers, even though I study for it. But I think if it wasn't for that and social media, I would never have met great friends over the years.
Pretty awesome.
Gene, you want to go next?
I'm with Oceans. I'm thankful for my tribe. If it like just like he said, if it wasn't for this Webernet thing we got going, this interweb. I would never have met any of you wonderful people.
That's a good thing, man. We've met so many people from uh, so many places near and far that we would never have the opportunity to share our life with if it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
for YouTube, the platform that we so much love to hate sometimes. But I think we all are thankful for YouTube. And I'm thankful for all you guys in the side chat coming out to support us every week and hang out with us for a little while. There's Abigail, Idaho Rogers, USMC. I'm thankful for health and the ability to do what we do. Uh, and I got one more big one. I'll save it for last. Mock.
Um, that's obvious. You guys are nailing it. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears and say I'm thankful for the opportunity these last 10 to 12 years to be a stepdad to some awesome daughters. It's taught me a lot. I grew up with boys and had two boys of my own, and then it's a whole different avenue having girls, the teenagers, and now the little grandkids, the two little girls, the babies. Um, wow. And there's four teens too, so they're just awesome. I'm taking one of them through Hunter's Ed right now, and I'm going to take the other three girls through Hunter's Education, and we're all going to do some hunts together. So gives old Mock some purpose. And that's where Mock came from. When they're little and they can't talk real well, Papa Mock. They couldn't say Mark. So that's where the MOK came from, if anybody wondered. So what you got, C-Dub?
We love saying mock now.
Mm-hmm. Jamie, are you froze or is it me? You look. There you go. You moved.
I was reading, man.
I was gonna poke
On
you.
CW's answer.
Good deal, Tin Man.
I was just going to highlight that.
I'll say this while we're waiting on CW to answer the question.
Idaho. No, you ain't.
Uh,
Sarcastic.
when I heard Mock say Papa Mock, I'm like, yeah, well, that's his new nickname, but I refuse to call him Papa, so he's just Mock to us. So,
Yeah. You got a few years on me anyway. That wouldn't be right. Just a couple. I'm not far behind you.
I better not stop because you'll run all over my backside, won't you?
Some days
I
you feel like.
believe Idaho really is thankful for snow.
Well, being a truck driver, I thought he was being sarcastic and he had to run into some recently, and that's just,
It might be an excuse for him to stay home.
that's. I think you're onto something there, buddy. Actually,
He's thankful for Pam. Hey, Hasbro. You ready to answer the question, CW? I know you got a lot on your plate right now. I'm thankful for CW too.
I'm thankful for friends and family, as always. We saw a lot of friends that have become family, and saw a lot of that with my recent heart problems coming out of all you all, and really, really humbled me. That's it. That's a big one, and that's everybody.
I want to say this, and I got to be careful here. I'm going to be preaching. But we know that all good things come from above, from my Father of lights, and I'm thankful that we have a good God to be grateful to and thankful for. And that's my sermon for the night. And Ocean will pass the plate in a few minutes after I sing a couple of hymns. But I am thankful for all the blessings that the Lord bestows upon us. And Bulldog said he's thankful for y'all, all y'all.
Oh, y'all.
Good to
I
see you,
got a phone
Chuck.
call for him the other day. It was good to hear from him because I was a little worried about him. We hadn't heard.
Yeah,
He said he had gone through some tough stuff, but he was through it and he was doing better. And that was really good to hear.
yeah, good deal.
Well, I
Speak,
got a couple of amens out there.
Speaking of such things, we've got another friend who's going through some tough times, and that's Dave Echo. So he could certainly use your prayers
Okay,
and your kind thoughts. He had to go back into the hospital real quick. He's okay. He's out, back out again. He got himself. He needs to drink more water. He was a little dehydrated.
gotcha.
But he's going through some tough times in his new location, and he can use some kind thoughts.
Sometimes change like that's rough, but even when it's for the better, it's hard to see the silver lining. So,
There always is. There's always a better, greater plan and a bigger plan that we sometimes can't see, but it always works out.
well, it sounds so cliche, but when a door closes, another opens, and they just need to stay focused on that and look for it. And sometimes not look for it, but rest, and it will come. Like it'll show
Yeah,
up.
it always works out the way it's supposed to. It may not be what we want or think we need, but it's always the way it's supposed to.
Yep.
The universe is a wonderful place. Always expect the unexpected.
Free shipping at Natchez today, huh?
Hey,
Yeah.
what we all do in firearms this week?
Nothing here. I loaded. I didn't do nothing with firearms.
I'm glad you got your pot going. That was a nice fix.
Yeah, I was. Oh,
Yeah.
I turned that thing on, went and did my thing, came back,
Cold as ice.
ice cold. Oh no!
Dang it.
I
Yeah.
took it down. I started taking it apart, and I said, "You dummy! Why didn't you make a video of this?" So I stopped, put it back up, started the camera up. So the first part of that video, as everybody who's astute and watched the clock could see, it was I staged the first part of it there.
Yeah.
But,
I love editing CW.
I thought let me change the clock, or let me actually wait. But I wanted to get it done, and I said, whatever. So I tried to remember to put a little post in there, pin a post, and there was already a couple comments, and Charlie found it right away. Charlie Irby, he found it right away. So he lambasted me, and I had a couple more from a couple others. Dean Winchester got me with a comment, so I made a pinned post and fessed up.
That Dean is funny as can be, man. He's something else.
Yeah, he gives me this big long lambasted, and then say, I got trust issues anyway, man.
Look at that. Look at it. Look at that. He kills me when he says that. Look at that. Just look at that. Cracks me up every time he said, "Look at it." Oh,
Mark Thomas sent me a text message. He's got his 350 shooting. That's pretty good. That was really good to see.
I hated he didn't call me when he had an issue with 35 Remington. You got my number, man. Dadgummit. There's a Longville company. Daniel God is my judge out there. We'll go through the side chat here in a few
I
minutes.
got that. I got that comment a couple times, Kyle. Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
So when you say 1 ounce 20 gauge shot cups, you're talking about wads, correct, Abigail? And if
I'm
you
assuming
are,
that's what that is.
I think if you are, you can a couple of places you can look is precision reloading and ballistic products.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
where I get all my shotgun stuff. Or we're lucky enough to have a really good shop here local. I've actually met Ocean over there a couple times,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a big
Jamie,
time trap shooter. He's got a lot of shotgun reloading stuff, so we're able to get wads and stuff in there pretty regular.
Yeah,
Mark,
that back corner had a lot of wads.
Mark, if I'm not on life support, brother, I feel good enough to talk about 35 Remington and to talk to you.
I was gonna say, Jamie, those shot cups I sent you for 20 gauge, I can't remember the volume on those.
I got some questions about those, man. How did you get them suckers so clean, or did you buy them like that, or do
Huh?
you those hulls?
Oh, I think I bought those holes. I can't remember what I sent you now. What's going on?
Watch this. Watch this. Look at that. Target 8.
Oh,
Beautiful
okay.
clean.
No, they're used.
My 20 gauge pump that I bought wouldn't fire. And so I stuck a primer in there.
Mm.
Just stuck it in the. I mean, it would not. It was not hitting the firing pin. Was not hitting the primer. I mean, I could shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and there wasn't
Mm.
even a dent on the primer at all.
No.
There's another one. Beautiful, clean. I put a primer in there and fired off, and look at that garbage, man.
Yeah. Hey, on that note, I had a slug with no powder. I just wanted to see what it would do, and it went 30 feet on a primer all by itself. 30 feet. Oh, wow.
Shotgun primer ain't no joke, is
No,
it?
it's powerful.
Yeah.
That thing, when I took it outside, I didn't want to take out. I mean, it was, about this time. It was after dark, and I live out. I mean, I'm not in the city where I'm going to get arrested for shooting in the city or get a ticket or whatever. But
Right.
yeah, that just the primer sounded like a 22 going off.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Bring your ears.
Back in
Yeah,
the day when I was doing a lot of duck hunting, and you could use lead shot. Anything that wouldn't crimp right or didn't compress right or wasn't quite perfect went into a um, lead shot bag, and it got left on the seat in the boat. So anybody who had to go in the boat to go get a cripple or chase down, go get the dog or whatever you needed the boat for, always had extra shells right there in the boat. And anyone who doesn't load shotguns probably doesn't know this, but it's really important that you get the proper compression built into the shotgun shell. If things are loose in there and not compressed properly, you get what a lot of people call bloopers. And they do exactly what Mark just said. They go about 30 or 40 feet and rain all the shot down.
And
And
it sounds like that, too.
does. And you always got to open up and take your barrel off or look, because
Yeah.
oftentimes you don't have the wad clear the barrel,
Yeah.
and you will bulge your barrel. That's what it'll do. It'll ring your barrel. And a lot of guys will have it happen and won't even know. They'll be cleaning their gun after a day of shooting, hard shooting, and they got a big ring in their barrel. And how the heck did that happen? Well, you probably had a wad stuck, or you had a cattail stuck, or you had mud stuck, or something was in there. It doesn't lower pressure, so it doesn't blow up. Usually, doesn't blow up like a rifle or a pistol, but it does need to relieve that pressure. So it's a very thin wall barrel. So usually it just puts a ring in that barrel. The gas runs around whatever the obstruction is, and everything comes out. But yeah, it made me think of that. And many times we grab in that bag of shells and just throw them in the gun, and you get bang, bang, whoop, and that's why didn't have a good crimp or a good
Yeah, I
seal.
always bring a long wooden dowel with me just in case.
Yeah.
Any water gets stuck in there, I just push it out.
Yep.
So I did take that 450 or no, the 50 Beowulf for a couple shots, and it don't want to feed the hollow points. So I went back on Booze and Bullets videos, and he didn't get them to feed either. So I'm going to go up to the 440s and see if they feed. But it's smacking the extension on the barrel. So we'll see what we can get done next.
Mm.
The feed rails.
I'm not sure. I used a 450 magazine, but now I got a dedicated 50 Beowulf magazine. We'll see if that makes all the difference. It may fix it. So
I had to open up the front of my 450 magazine because the edge of the rim of the brass was catching just a little bit.
yeah.
And also check the feed rails because sometimes the feed ramps, sometimes they still get M4s to slip in there,
Oh,
and the big calibers have one big feed ramp because
yeah.
they don't feed right and left like a 223.
I meant to look at that when I got home and never did, but it better not have M4 feed ramps. It's an Alexander barrel. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, well, it can slip in. It can be a mistake.
Yeah.
And you can also like you did old school 1911. You can get in there with a buffer and a Dremel and
Yep.
pump up those feed ramps, and you can even do little modifications there without any harm of
Yeah.
any problems.
I did those on my 7.62 by 39 ARs, the feed ramps and the magazine. So
Yeah,
I got them running like a dream.
You just got to be careful of the transition into the chamber. You don't want to alter that, but anything behind that you can polish up and alter and even change the shape of without any worry.
Yeah.
If you go into that little step there, you'll start to be unsupportive of your brass.
Well, sometimes where that upper meets the barrel, you got that lip.
Yep.
Just smooth that dude out. Yeah, I had to do that on both my 7.62 uppers. So, yep, good stuff.
I don't remember the 20 gauge wad numbers very well, but I know Federal made a good one back in the day that I used to use for my 1 ounce loads.
Yeah, Federal pretty much discontinued all their wads. Shame.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Claybusters makes a lot of them now, don't they?
I hope Claybusters picks up the Federal brown rod, the FS4, I believe it's called, something like that.
That rings a bell.
All
brown?
The brown ones. I hope they pick that up. 'Cause I like the brown ones.
Mm-hmm.
I still got something here. I've been nourishing it,
Okay, that's a good idea Walks had about washing them in the washing machine and
It's one big nasty feed ramp. It's not M4.
Oh, washing what in the washing machine? The hulls?
yeah.
Yeah. If it's solid plastic, yes. If it has a internal wad in the bottom, I wouldn't, because that could hold water in there if it's not sealed right. Oh, solid plastic is fine.
Here he is.
Here we go. On 3.
West Coast Weirdo.
1, 2, 3. Hey! I just got to do this, and then I got to explain something. I want you to look at that haircut, Mario, and I want you to think you got some competition for the sexiest man on YouTube. I'm just saying.
No, I've had a hat on all day is what that is.
I just did my hair before the show. You didn't say nothing about my hair.
That's a wonderful
Duh.
job, CW.
CW has no 5 o'clock shadow, y'all.
Hold on.
That ain't the word for that. That's Mr. Clean, baby. Mr. Clean. So we had Nathan with us a couple of weeks ago, and apparently he was not getting the links that I was sending him. I mean, y'all know he was one of our founding members on Georgia Shooting Connection, and I don't ever want him to think he's not wanted and welcome and loved here, because he always has been and always will be. Uh, so I was trying to send everybody's link uh, from a Gmail account, my Gmail account that's linked to my YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and apparently some of the guys aren't getting the links, and so I went back and sent Kyle and Scotsman, and so they may be busy. It's the Friday night after Thanksgiving,
Right.
so anyway, we're I love having a lot of folks on. I forgot to send Walter a link because all that's going on. So, Walter, if you're out there, buddy, your link should be in your inbox if you're around. But I don't think I've seen Walter out in the side chat.
Yeah,
So,
he's there.
No,
He's there.
I haven't. I thought I was seeing.
Yeah, he's floating
Yay,
around.
Hole made an appearance. He's there.
so we always love having Walter in here. I mean, we love having everybody. But I tell you what, um, I've been paying for the expanded paid version, and it's got a lot of neat tricks on there that you can do, but we don't ever use them, and 6 people is about what you can handle, as far as being a host. And
Mm,
like when we got 10 on, CW's doing most of the backstage work. And
okay.
um, Kyle has co-hosting rights, and CW has administrator rights. That way, if I'm not able to be on, then
Mm,
CW Kyle can carry on, and the show must go
mm,
on. So there's always times with my involvement in
Church.
G23 picking on me again.
Andy. That is so not so. I've noticed you've not been around,
mm.
and
We definitely missed you, Andy. You definitely were missed.
absolutely. And I've got this pot that Mock gave me that I need some instructions. I've got some thoughts, but I ain't going to do them until I talk with you about it. I may be giving you a call, or maybe you can come on with us next week and explain to me in little bitty words so my dumb head can understand. I'm thinking of what I've seen, and I know Andy rebuilt the one that he sent to. Well, he sent more than one out, but he sent one to Willie, and I'm gonna be working on getting that back for him. I know
Mm.
he'll cherish that if I can get it back for him, and I'm working on that. Working on a lot of stuff with that, but we won't go into that. So don't think I'm not working on doing that for you, Andy. And I from what I've seen from Taco and some of the other guys, and I've talked with Mock about it. Generally, with those old pots that have the cast iron pot in them, they crank up and start working to begin with, but not far down the road when you're running them at the temperatures where you have to run them to cast zinc. The thermostat goes out, and it stops doing anything. So I'm thinking about going in there and taking the thermostat out and hot wiring it, wire it straight to the heater, and then controlling the temperature with a PID. Just installing a PID in it before I ever start
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah, I think that's what Andy is doing to his pot. It's plugged in direct.
I've
Bypass the
read a
thermostat.
number of guys doing that on the Cast Bullet forums. I had a comment on my video over there about that. Just get rid of the thermostat and go direct with the PID.
That's going to cost me, but if it'll make it run, that's what I want to do.
Way to go, Todd. Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Is there any other kind of rheostat you could put on that?
There is, and Full Head Taco has a video out on it.
Now, I have an old school Variac. Wonder if that could be used.
The beauty of the PID is it senses the temperature. It runs it off of the temperature, and it actually turns on and off the power supply to control the heat.
Yeah, I've got the plans downloaded for a PID from Bacon.
My phone's going ape. Can y'all hear all that crap?
I don't know who it was, but I'm listening
Yeah.
to the tune that's playing.
It sounds like a USB being connected and reconnection.
I'm muted. I thought, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Walter's got a project on the bench. He's going to stay. And Ricky's going to bed. Good night, Ricky.
I thought Ricky was retired. I'm going to tell y'all something. When I retire, the only thing I'm going to be getting up at 4 o'clock for is hunting or fishing. I ain't even getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to ride my motorcycle, Walter. Vallejo. I hate to say that because I know I'm saying it wrong. And that's why I call him Walter. Hasbro, we put cornbread in our dressing, but that's about it.
I had cornbread in my dressing.
There goes the chat.
Slowly he turned.
Off the rails.
Step by.
There's a critter.
Yep, we had cornbread dressing too.
All right, Critter, now you're getting a little too personal there, buddy. What time I get up to go take a leak ain't none of your business.
We're all the same age group. We know what time you get up. Because
He,
we do too.
I know he ain't far off. And I'm telling you, the reason he knows is he's one of them. Y'all heard that saying, it takes one to know one?
Smeller's a feller.
Right. No, Bulldog. You're from Louisiana. You know better than that, boy.
Crash and burn, Mav.
Your cranky sighting? I didn't see him.
I know.
He must have thought we said peas and carrots.
It had to have been a young father, but yeah, he's.
Oh, there he is.
I'm always respectful to Walter. Critter's the ones talking about my urination schedule. All right, what kind of good deals did y'all find today?
My email box has been cranked full for the past 2 or 3 days. And every single one of them is some other site that's got a sale on something that I got to have.
I refuse to open my email. I refuse to participate in Black Friday shenanigans.
I just delete them.
Yeah.
I just delete them all.
Mine's were a whole bunch of emails from Midway, Mid South, the place that sell lead there. Well, I had a lot of them. Can't think of the other name. Precision Reloading is another one. Ballistic Products.
Hello, Big Al.
Big Al's out there. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. And Critter, I didn't know you were 2 years younger than me. I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Geisel, yep. Geisel has a sale on all their products and somebody, if not all their products, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Aero Precision. If you're thinking about building anything in the next year, you need to get over there before that sale expires. They got build kits for starting as low as $139.
And that's one I get emails from them every day, maybe about 5, 6 times a day. Something different going out at Air Precision.
I tell you who I'm getting sick of getting emails from, and I don't want to bash on any of our 2A companies, but I'm getting 4 and 5 a day from Precision Product, not Precision Products, but dang.
Precision Reloading?
No, all I got, not them. They're good. I barely ever get one from them. The Scope people.
Not Pyramid Arms. Yeah, I know who you mean. I can't think of them either. Yeah, I get a lot from them too.
I get 2 or 3 a day from AR-15 discounts or whatever it is, and
Yeah.
all I did was buy a few things from them, and I tell you what,
They blow the inbox up, don't they, Mark?
yeah, it's a mess.
Primary Arms.
Oh, Primary Arms, yes. I get a lot from them. Non-stop.
It's pretty easy to unsubscribe, but as soon as you buy something, it comes back.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned my lesson about that too. You know what happens when you unsubscribe from an email? And Julio will tell you this. This is the God's honest truth. When you unsubscribe, you are verifying that it's a real and active email address. So they'll quit sending you their emails, but they'll sell your email address to all of their affiliate companies. And then you start getting tons of emails from people you don't even know.
Yep.
The best thing to do is just send them to spam and let them do their thing.
Yeah.
So we're 40 minutes into this thing, and we need to go through the side chat. So what can all you guys type in? What'd be a good thing for them to type in tonight?
Turkey.
No, it's too long.
Whatever.
Gobble.
That's even longer.
Daniel wants CS life.
30 cal.
Walks knows what I'm talking about. Cow gravy, that's good, cause it's all chicken, but the gravy. So
Kyle, you need to answer me, sir. He knows what I'm talking about.
All right, so here we go. They're all typing all different kind of food and everything else. So let's just go with it.
Grits.
They run the show anyway. We're just the guys behind the curtain, right? So we got Daniel, God is my judge. G23, Michael Dunn, Walks Fletcher, Kyle, Big Al, Daniel, God is my judge, Harm, Michael Dunn, Gobble, Idaho Rogers, Snow, Glenn Davis, Turkey, Abigail Finnegan, Glock, really? Fuzz T4 8, Michael Hurtneck. I got some lead for you, man. Lakeview Outdoors, Tamales. Walks Fletcher, Freedom, I like it. Big Al, Glenn Davis, 30 cal. Michael Dunn 2A. That's always a good one to type in. Critter, Tim S. Hasbro, Michael Hurtneck again. Tactical Fud, Walks Fletcher, Sage, Glenn Davis, Pumpkin Pie. Cranky Cletus, what's going on, man? G23 Taters, Michael Hurtneck, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog, Big Al. Y'all getting too many in here now. Six Shooter Texan Gravy, Chris from the 740, 30 Cal, 243 Outdoors Turkey, Bobby Barlow Turkey, Cranky Cletus, Harm, Glenn Davis Spiral Cut Ham, Todd 2A, Trees a Blowing Glock, Walter Ketchup, Mark Thomas Gravy, Idaho Rogers USMC 1050, Ocean 374, Johnny 1982, Walks Fletcher Grits, Andre D'Angelo, Chris 338, Lakeview Outdoors, Tin Man. I sent you a link, Tin Man, if you want to join us. Bulldog again. I think that's all. Walks Fletcher, fresh from scratch biscuits with venison cube steak and pepper gravy.
Now you're talking.
You make it
Yeah.
loud.
Idaho Rogers, T.A.M. Johnny 1982, 35 Remington for life. I know guys that have never deer hunted with anything but 35 Remington, and they're happy. Okay, now we got that done. What were we going to talk about? Oh, Black Friday deals.
That's what we're talking about. Yep. But your mailbox being spammed.
Yeah, your mailbox being spammed. I think I do want to show some of these Aero Precision deals, though. Is that okay with you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Send it.
There's Insight Freedom.
Scott, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Scott?
Oh yeah, Bear Creek is another one. I get a lot of emails from them.
Yeah, Bear Creek.
Yeah, you got a 410 coming. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know. I saw some videos on the 410 AR, but a lot of those videos are old. So I'm assuming the magazines have been redesigned. Like that doesn't have that kind of problem.
These are complete uppers. Those are not deals. I think the best deals I saw were builder bundles. Yeah.
Chico Wise.
You said the word deal and he popped up.
Oh, really?
What's up, Chico?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man, how are you?
Good to see you, brother.
Hello,
Right,
hello.
those deals right there, where you've got matching receivers. There was one that even had didn't have a fire control group. See, and so many of them. This one right here was the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's a lower kit, but it's gone.
There's a lot of gone there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gone there, ain't
And,
there?
and, and, and that's the thing. I could get an email from them. Okay, we have this available. And as soon as you log in to look at it, they all gone. It's like everybody's waiting for that email to pop through, and boom.
Half of them's clickbait just to get you to go to their website.
I think so too. Yeah.
And they may have, 20 or 50 of them, but if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
Mm.
But, you know,
Chico, how was your Thanksgiving, brother?
It was good, man. How about y'all?
real good.
It's
Good.
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 So I see Tim Man's got a comment. Man, you know what? I haven't done anything with deals, but they are a lot of deals depending on what you're looking for. Um, I'm seeing more deals from my LGS, and not the big ones, not like the big. So down here, I know Jamie knows and Kyle in here. We got this store called Adventure Outdoors. It's like the biggest store in Georgia, and their deals ain't all that. But the smaller local stores are gonna have the better deals. You ain't got to worry about shipping. They'll probably do it tax free. Uh, damn, somewhere I seen a deal they were talking about tax free, basically today.
Good
But
deal.
online does have some stuff. Uh, you guys been shopping for Black Friday?
No, just looking at the stuff that's for
Yeah.
sale.
No.
I've made one purchase, but that has nothing to do with firearms. G23, that don't sound good, buddy. He was talking about that Wednesday night.
Yes, he said.
Tim, man, we sent you a link if you can join us. Um, we also got room for some more folks in here. If you send me an email and I'll send you a link. Uh, G23, is Gizzard Gary going to be on at 10 tonight? I bet
Man,
he is.
I need to check that out, Tim man. Aim surplus. Glock barrels.
Who's got them on sale? I can't see comments. Better.
Aim surplus, $29. They might be gone by now. Let me look.
Yeah.
I
This
buy
is
I buy any Glock barrel from Combat Armory, and it's I get them on sale for $35 shipped.
$35.
I just bought a G17 threaded barrel for $35 shipped to the door.
Not bad at all.
Good deal, man.
Yeah.
Shoots fine. It's accurate. Locks up.
That's all that matters.
I don't think I have that mold. I might.
It's a good
oh,
one.
yeah, I've got that one.
It's a good one. He was looking at one on eBay, and we were talking, and he found one for $5 more, brand new. So we just bought that.
I would have did the same thing if it's
Yep.
the new price is.
Yep.
Yeah, Tactical FUD and Lakeview Outdoors are talking about core belts, Gene. Gene is your local representative for core belts and accessories,
Absolutely.
and I gotta go get me one of those. I just do.
I have 4 generations of Corbell.
I think it is, Johnny. Isn't that the one you can seat long or short for?
Yeah, there's like 4 bullets that are really common: 357, 358. And
Some
I
of the
get mixed up those 4. 446, 477. 156, and then there's another one.
I have a 477. I have that. I have two of those molds.
They're different. You know, one's a 150, one's a 160, one's a 158, whatever. But
Yeah,
they're
the
very
358,
similar.
156 have two crane groups.
I'm not shopped for barrels, so I don't know if these are good deals or not. They got a couple for $29, but one of them's Blim.
No
Yeah,
harm.
I see that.
Harm. We're talking 358, 359.
What was that armory, Gene?
Combat Armory.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They're an actual manufacturer of a lot of different barrels.
Yes, you did 762, and I got them right here.
And they're in Michigan.
Okay.
So it's like, I mean, I get a barrel in 3 days max.
That's pretty
58.
good, yeah.
429. That's a 170 grainer. That's a big one. Arm. It's a good one, but it's one I don't mix up because it's heavier.
Dang, those are cheap. Holy crap.
There you go. 156. 477. 446 is the other one.
Glock 17 Gen 5 barrel for $23.99. So it's like, I was like $35 to the door.
Go check them out, Chico. Combat Armory. That's good prices.
The last Glock barrel I bought, it was probably maybe when COVID first happened, and it was Uncle Jim put out an alert or whatever. He said it on the live stream, and it was I forget, maybe Primary Ones, but they had those Foxtrot mic
Okay.
for 9mm, and I bought one threaded and one non-threaded, and they were, I don't know how much they were, but they was kind of cheap for what they were. Foxtrot mic.
Yeah, I think
What's
they were
that?
$30 something. I think they were. That was with Pat.
Yep.
Pat
What's
told me that I got them. Yeah.
Well, they don't got nothing for a 43. So.
Say again, CW.
What's the name of that company, Gene?
Combat Armory.
I just want to write it down.
I bought 3 barrels from them, and all have been fine. I bought two 9mm and 140 from them. And all of them shot true. They locked up. No issues with them.
I bought a Glock 22 a couple years ago. First generation gun, police trade-in, and it's the first Glock I've ever seen with a shot-out barrel. It was awful. It was awful. I didn't have any sideways bullets, but I had like 1.5 groups, and I couldn't find anything, visually wrong with the barrel. But it just shot huge groups. When I picked up a aftermarket barrel from Brownells, it was the cheapest I could find at the time. This is a couple years ago, and I cannot find that barrel. I didn't keep it in the gun, and I can't find it. So I need to get another one. So I'll give them a look and see if they've got any Glock 22 barrels.
Oh, I was wrong. It was a Glock 19. I bought a threaded one, and then I bought a Glock 17 threaded. So and both of them are Foxtrot mics, and they were cheap for what they were at the time anyway. You know what I think when COVID happened. I want to say last year I purchased a P80 kit from the same place, the same time, and those kits were like $30 or $40. The serialized frame kit. Yeah, so
the good old days.
Yeah, it was like, and I sent it to a few buddies. I was like, man, you better get one of these. And the next day they was like, hey, is that sale still going on? I said, they're gone. I said, I bought one.
Tumbleweeds.
Yep. So you see good deals when that seems from a reputable supplier or something, man, you better get it. You know. y'all were talking about molds earlier. Yeah, not too long ago, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
found that bullet.
I seen a and that's probably for CW and probably Tin Man. There's a M&P mold on eBay and it's brand new. It's an aluminum mold. I want to say it's either 6 or 8 cavity, but it's 40 caliber. It's like $69.
Hmm.
And it's been on there for a while. And I'm like, this gotta be wrong. But it comes from an individual seller. But I don't own any 40. I don't shoot any 40.
M&P Molds has a sale going on right now, 25% off all their molds in stock.
And there's some good ones.
There is.
Now, ain't that the one that take forever to come? No, it's not. It don't take forever. They're across the country, right?
They're across
Yeah,
the world,
across the ocean.
and they'll
And
be
they
here
ship
faster than you
fast.
can believe. You'll have them inside a week if it's in stock.
I was shocked how quick I got mine. That's the only time I've ever spent more than $100 on a mold, but it's a 4-cavity brass 359 hammer with hollow points, 4 or 5 different hollow points. Yeah, always check MP's site first. Harm ain't wrong on that one. Let me show y'all this bullet. This is the one 762 sent me. Come on, focus. So you got 2 crimp grooves, 1 really wide grease groove, and it's a hollow point. So I'm going to be shooting some of these in 350 Legend and 35 Remington.
And
Let's
gas.
see. Yeah, they're already gas checked. So I can run the full out of these. Let's see how much they weigh. And let's take me off of here before y'all get sick. And he does good work.
Good night, Chuck.
Bulldog leaving.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Night Bulldog, Lakeview Outdoors. I missed his comment early. He's asking about CZ magazines. Check Gun Mag Warehouse. They normally have
Yeah,
a lot.
they got bigger stock.
Yeah.
I like going between them and the Mag Shack.
Yeah, the Mag Shack, and it's one more place. Jake, what is it? Cold, not cold.
Good night, Bry.
Hasbro's running off too. Night, buddy.
Night Hasbro.
Night. What's that other one, Chico?
I gotta look it up, man. It's like McGregor. No, McGregor is the manufacturer who makes them. This is another place that sells them. It's like Cold Tech. It's not Cold Tech. That's something else. I'm thinking. There's another one that sells. Yes.
I was just saying hey to Kyle.
Oh, hey, Kyle.
What's
So
going
it's,
on, everybody? I'm sorry, I was in a turkey coma.
It happens this time of year.
You know what they tell you at work, Kyle? If you can't get here on time, just whenever you can, it's fine.
Well, since I got here late, I'll leave early to make up for it.
No, you won't. This one's 159.3, so I'm thinking that it's probably rated at 158, and that the powder coat and the gas check are running it up.
Oh, Greg Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Hold
other
on.
place, Gene.
Hold on, Chico. I'll blow you up. There you go. Oops.
For CZ magazines and actually a lot of other magazines. Kind of.
I bought a few items from them in the past.
They got Sig, Smith and Wesson, Wilson Comeback. They got a lot of stuff that Greg Coat. Yeah, I think I purchased my first extra CZ magazines from them. So, but those 3 places: the Mag Shack, Gun Mag Warehouse, and Greg Coat.
That's what I was thinking, 762. That's excellent work on that bullet.
How much does that weigh?
159.3.
With the gas check, right?
With the gas check, with the powder coat. Man,
And it is. So that what color was that powder coated? Just like a clear?
It's like a clear. 762 can. This is the NOE clone of the Lyman 358156. So what you're saying is, uh, you bought. Now, who was it? Him or was it somebody else that got it? It got the Lyman in new. I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But yeah, he sent me some nice bullets. There's some 200 grain Tumbleweed hollow points for 45 ACP. Those would be great. I'm going to tell y'all about a powder coat that I am really impressed with. Keep it up there. And the man is here to tell us about it. All right, so I've got nothing, guys. This is, well, it's my lead, but I cast this bullet from Walter's mold, and it's Chico's powder coat. And that is powder coat store pewter. Is that right?
I don't know. It's been so long. What? How did I give it to you? Oh, it ain't purple.
No, I still got my purple. I ain't opened my purple yet.
Oh no. What does it look like though, Jamie? The powder. Does it look gray?
The powder is a dark gray looking powder, but as you can see, when you after you powder coat it, it's more of a grayish brownish color.
I think that's Eastwood architectural bronze, if I ain't mistaken.
I don't care what they call it. All I'm telling you is I want to know what it is and where it come from because it coats absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, I think yeah, I kind of remember. Eastwood makes some good powder. I was just back a while back. I was just buying whatever they had that was on sale on Amazon. So if it was cheap, because it wasn't that too bad of a waste. But one of those, it looks tannish or dark brown, but when you coat it, it coats well, and it's like I want to say architectural bronze because the powder coat store I only bought that purple from them, purple and white and clear. But I can still find out one day.
Let me tell you something. That chromachrome, Jason Stewart sent me some of that stuff, and it is drop dead.
Oh yeah, that chrome is very nice.
Well,
That's the first time I ever see when they mention the word chrome. It really is chrome.
Yeah.
it looks like that.
Walter sent me some bronze chrome that I really, really like. It's a really nice, well coating powder, and it's from one of the companies that we don't normally buy a lot from or hear a lot from. And hopefully he's listening. He can comment and tell us what it is. I've forgotten. Smokes powders are really good too. He's a good one to buy from because he's one of us, meaning he knows what we're doing with them. He knows we're shaking bacon, and he knows what works.
Todd, you got to get out there and beat the bushes, buddy. That's what all of us do. Is we just go to our local tire stores, and if you go in the morning, take them some donuts, man. If you go in the afternoon, bring some pizzas with you. You do that, and chances are they'll just give you wheel weights unless somebody's hoarding them for some other purpose.
Don't tell me you're making bullets.
I got 4 shops I deal with. They all know I'm making bullets. 2 of them, they just give them to me. They're like, get them out of here. We don't want them. and the other two shops charge me $10 for a 5-gallon bucket of weights.
Yeah, I'd buy that any day.
Yep.
Well, but I'm seeing more and more loss out of it because of the steel.
Yeah.
Steel and the zinc.
I'm getting a lot of zinc. I got two buckets full of zinc weights.
Wow.
Well, if you don't use them, bring them next time. I'll cast up some zinc bullets.
Have you been doing that yet, Jamie? You been casting zinc?
No, but that's one of the things I'm gonna try to get Andy to come on with us next week and explain to me. I got a pot that Mock gave me, and I gotta clean it up. And I was talking to him, and we've already talked about this, but it seems like that everybody that does that, the thermostat on them burns out. And
Hmm.
CW and some of the other guys were saying that a lot of the guys over on the cast bullet forums are just taking that out and running them off of straight PIDs.
Yeah, I thought about the zinc, but I don't know because all my molds are aluminum. Then I'm gonna start again to buy steel molds or brass. So I don't know.
I don't
I'll
know that I
probably,
would put it in my brass mold. What do you
yeah.
think?
Too soft.
Good night, Michael.
Night, Michael.
Not Michael Dunn.
How long will it take to eat up an aluminum mold doing zinc?
Zinc when you whack it, it elongates it while you're beating it open.
The bullet, right? The
Yeah,
cavity.
yep. The
Yeah.
cavity elongates it. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I know about zinc casting is it's best to use an iron mold because it'll wear
Yeah.
your aluminum ones out.
Yeah, I know Andy had done one with aluminum, but he was running 850 degrees, I think it was. But how much can aluminum molds hold that kind of heat for, a long period of time?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a
I
little
think
warm.
I think you're
Yeah.
right though. Getting it that hot for that long, and then you're gonna have to beat it harder because it's so much harder than lead.
Yeah.
I can see the issue.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm not over it quite yet, guys.
I haven't gotten into the zinc yet, so I mean, would like a 2-cavity mold be the best way to go for zinc?
Yeah, I would, because I think if you count more, it might be harder.
I mean, I've watched some videos on zinc, and it's like pour, whack it, don't wait.
Yeah. I know
Yeah,
Willie
Todd,
did one. Was a
you need to have a specific pot for zinc, and the Lee ones are not advised.
What is just about to be doing a dipper?
No, the thing is, it runs so much higher temperatures. The aluminum of the Lee pots just won't hold up. You need an older steel pot from Lyman or Seiko or
Lyman, yeah.
RCBS or one of those companies.
I do remember one thing Andy said, Gene, when you're doing those lead or the zinc, you got to do it fast. So a bottom pour is the best way to go. You just got to have a steel pot at a bottom pour.
Yeah.
Get it filled up fast because it cools fast and it doesn't,
Yeah.
doing them with you can get it done. Willie did it with the dipper. You just got to be really fast with it, and get everything. I don't know. I'll keep my eyes out for another old furnace because never know.
Yeah, I have one. I paid $40, I think it was, and I cleaned it up. And it works. And I bought it just for the zinc, but now I don't know. It's just sitting there right now. I don't know if we're gonna get into it or not.
I see them all the time on eBay, but most of the time the
Hi.
owners are quite proud of them, and they're expensive.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that I looked at one just for the future maybe, and I was like, good night. That thing was up there in price. It was at least $200-300.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I'll ask about dipping because I've got an extra cast iron pot, a smaller one for melting down small batches, for ingots.
Mm.
you know if you had some kind of cast iron pot to put on like a turkey fryer and then one of those Lyman Big Dippers, I
Mm-hmm.
think that would be almost the ideal setup.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
what I got. That's
There you go.
exactly
Give
what
it
I
a
have.
whirl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a
The
whirl.
RCBS pots or Lyman pot over
I've
the
got a
turkey
smaller,
fryer.
yeah, I got a smaller Dutch oven pot and then a really big Dutch oven pot for doing large batches. So I could dedicate one of them to zinc,
Yep.
and with my turkey fryer and my propane tank.
Well, you definitely want one of those Lee Big Dipper, not the Lee. You want the Lyman Big Dipper ladle. You do
I'm about
not
to say not the Lee.
don't
Yeah,
want.
no, it'll probably melt it.
Yeah, they
Wow.
still high, CW.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hold on, I'll zoom you in. There you go.
Let's see. Yeah, they're still high.
Yeah,
Man,
some of them.
45.
Like I said, some of the guys think they got gold, but
I think
there's
they're
mold
watching a
sellers.
video.
They can get $200 for a Lyman mold too.
Yeah, before
See,
I
for
do that, I do what Gene is suggesting. I'd get me a cheap cast iron pot, put it over a turkey fryer, and ladle pour.
Mm.
yeah,
You get a lot of those on eBay too. A lot of those pots.
No, I got a buddy of mine that deals with junk scrap and stuff. He's always got cast iron, so he's giving me two different size pots for my lead.
See, I don't see how people can scrap cast iron cookware. I mean, people don't know what they've got.
I don't know either, and he doesn't understand it. But if I need something cast iron, I call up old Alvin. Alvin says, "Come on down, look through the shed."
That's because it probably don't have lead in it. That's why they don't scrap.
Right?
Mm.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's no way to know. So
Yeah, Angel was saying that we need a smaller cast iron skillet just to make cornbread for when it's just me and her. I said, "You mean like that?" And she goes, "I ain't cooking in that. It's had lead in it."
Yeah, I bought a bunch of those at Cabela's a couple years ago because the darn Seiko and Lyman ingot trays were like $50, and I could get these cast iron, cornbread trays for $20, and
right.
they do the same darn thing.
CW, I've got a cast iron cornbread tray that looks like corn.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I got wedges and I got the ones that look like corn, and I use both of them.
Yeah, I got the ones that it's like a little corn muffin, like a half of you there.
Yeah,
I bought that one time eBay for like for $5. That thing works beautifully for ingot.
You just ruined a perfectly good cornbread pan.
Yeah, but it was
It-
$20, so
it-
it was sacrificial.
it was a
Them
worthy
little
sacrifice,
corn
Kyle.
sticks are perfect for sopping up gravy.
I really use a biscuit to be sopping with.
As long as you got something to sop.
Yeah, the cast iron's rough on your teeth.
easy guys. We went down the road to Wednesday night on Chris's channel, and it was pretty priceless. But I don't want to do that again.
That was fun.
Those of you who missed it, you need to go check out this past Wednesday night's live chat. And the look on Chris's faces at one particular instant is absolutely priceless. You got to go watch it.
Took a minute for him to catch himself, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, and he denied it at first, and I'm like, "No, buddy." There he is.
Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah, man, it happens to all of us, dude.
We've gone
I can't,
sideways up here too.
I can't tell you the number of times I've stuck my foot in my mouth. I on here. I mean,
I don't think I have any toes left.
anybody else got any really impressive Black Friday deals they want to talk about? We've been talking about that too, Kyle. I was impressed with Aero Precisions until I got over there and looked just a minute ago, did a share screen. All their stuff is gone. Look at that.
Mm-mm.
That ain't bad for MP mode.
No, that's not bad.
Nope.
40 cal.
What is it? A 180?
Yeah, 180. And it says used, but even got the bullet, so that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a slick sider too.
Yeah.
That's a nice mold.
And it's been on here for about a month. So I'm like, maybe that's
Wow.
not a desirable
Bevel
mold.
base. A lot of guys don't like bevel base.
But if it would have been 9mm, I would have picked it up, because I went, I was looking for the MPs and I'm like, dang, that's a cheap one compared to, and I guess it's because it's aluminum, but most of them on eBay, the ones I see are brass. Tin Man.
There's Papa.
Where?
There's the Papa of girls.
What's going on, man?
Okay.
Glad you could join us, man.
Good to
We're
see
just
you, man.
waiting on you to start putting eardrops in again because we want to watch it on live.
No,
TV.
no, you don't. It is the most awful thing. That girl is 2 years old, and she can wiggle away from me.
Strong as a rhinoceros.
Oh man!
Papa's Place, I'm with you. Me too, man. I was looking for the deals on like groceries and gas. That's the only kind of Black Friday stuff I was looking, unless I could find like a cheap red dot that's of high quality for like the price of a sandwich. Then I'll buy it or something. But other than that, I'll save my little coins.
Price of a sandwich.
I'll save my coins or something.
All right, Tim S. was watching Wednesday night.
Walter, what
I'm
was the
gonna go
name
back and
of
check that out.
I hear corn.
Yeah.
Walter, what was the name of that powder you sent me, that bronze? What was the company that came from?
Eastwood, I think he said.
No, it's not. It's a different brand.
Prismatic.
It might have been Prismatic. Yeah, I believe it was Prismatic.
Tin Man for the win.
Those are the only two I know.
Yeah, the guys don't like the bevel
50-50 chance.
lubricizers. It makes a mess in the lubricizers. Unless you have a star, it's hard to adjust them. And they put grease on the bottom of the bullet, and then you pull your bullet out of your lubricizer, and it's got a big grease wad in the bottom of it. So that's the reason most guys don't like bevel-based bullets.
Oh, because of that.
But if you're
That's
powder
what makes.
You're powder coating them, we don't care.
Yeah.
You know what? Talking about bullet molds, I seen about a month ago. I seen a mold on eBay, and it was an aluminum mold, but it was an 8 cavity, so it stood out. I'm like, 8 cavity? How you go from 6 to 8? Or
That's an MP. MP makes those.
Yeah.
But then I was like, it was kind of cheap. But then I started thinking, I said, no, because a 6 cavity mold is the biggest I want to go, because 6 cavity gets heavy. Like 9mm, it still get heavy, after you cast them for an hour. And I was like, an 8 cavity, a lot of people think about volume, but you're like, I know my steel molds, my 4 cavity Seiko steel molds, they're a pain to cast with because they get heavy.
Yep.
They get heavy without lead even in them.
I would like to try an MP mold in 6 or 8 cavity. I think that'd be awesome. I know Bulldog has a few. He really likes them.
Put out some bullets, for sure.
Mm-hmm. The one I want's never in stock.
I have a 4 cavity.
Or you want what's it? A 10 cavity Hingsley and Gibbs?
No, sir. I'm not a bodybuilder. No.
I got a 10 cavity steel. You could cast with it, I have no problem. It's heavy, but you can do it.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I know
So-
Uncle Jim did it with a block of wood under it. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the same blocks. Uncle Jim's Big Betty, or what does he call it? Fat Bottom Betty or something. He has a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
Same blocks. Yeah, that's what I have too.
See, that GGW, that comment right there, that's how you need to do it, bud. Unless you're really looking for something specific. And yeah, spend money locally. It goes back into your community. And some of the money you spend may actually come back to you. But you can't always do that. And Pico was talking about the same thing.
I drive past 3 gun stores going to my local guy. He's in Ackworth, and I pass 3 local gun stores because he always does me right. And I don't never ask for a discount or nothing when I go there, and he always gives me it's like it says it on the receipt, like loyal customer discount or some crap right there. Look, can y'all see that?
Good deal.
10% loyal customer discount every time I go in there, and I never ask for it. He just
Did that say 15? 15%? Did he hook you up with 15%?
Oh yeah, and look, there's another one on there too that says like 67% or 4 points.
Yeah, 46.
That's awesome.
15%.
Good Lord.
Now, granted, if y'all see the items here, it says Reading Atlas. So when you get like suppressors, you got to get those muzzle devices that they ain't cheap. So,
Oh yeah, they're like $60-$70 a pop, man.
Yeah, so I mean, granted, but I did go in there one time because he used to have brass, right? I went in there and he said I got like 5 buckets of brass left. It was like 945, 300 blackout, and 308. And he said I'm getting out of all the brass stuff. He said, so if you want any of those buckets, they're $10 a bucket.
Oh wow!
I picked up the one that was 300 blackout. It was at least halfway full.
Nice.
And it wasn't converted brass. It was 300 blackout brass.
No man.
So yeah, I got some. Oh, here it is.
I agree, James. The Hensley and Gibbs 68 and the 130 are 2 awesome molds, design bullets.
Yep. The MP I was looking at is the 4.52-4.60 200 grain semi-wad cutter. He makes a clone of that bullet in a 6 cavity. Chico, that bucket will last you a long time. 300 blackout lasts
It's
a
right
while.
here. So he said $10. I said I'll take that one.
No.
I was like, I don't have to make no brass for a long time.
Did you ask him for the loyal customer discount on the $10?
Well, Timmy, glad you made it, man.
He should have said $750.
I invited Timmy over tonight, Jamie. Screw tube there.
Good. Glad he's here.
Yeah, his channel got knocked out, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah, everybody head over and give him a like. He's not a new guy. He's been around. He got his channel deleted, and that's a new channel for him.
Yeah, because he used to do all the trick shots. I follow him on this other channel, and I follow him on Facebook. Yeah.
Which one was that? Treetop Outdoors?
No.
Oh, that's not him.
Yes.
It was Treetop? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. Screw tube outcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering why I haven't seen his videos.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm noticing a lot of other channels are popping up with pretty much the channel name is ScrewTube or something like that, and with a tagline on the backside of it, because everybody's getting tired of it, and we're not tired of hiding it, or we're tired of hiding it. So
I'll throw up a link.
Even the guys that play by the rules, they get swatted. It's like Walter. That should never happen, man.
Yeah, I was surprised when they said Walter's got the ultimate ban or whatever. The channel deleted. Now, Instagram and TikTok have slapped my hand a few times. And because I put hashtags, you know what I mean? I'm like, hashtag. Sometimes I'll put hashtags and be like, I'm hashtagging the hell out of this, and up on the title. But TikTok and Instagram has slapped my hand a few times for it, and it's not like I might post some casting stuff or some shooting stuff, and they're like, "You're selling guns." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm just shooting." So it is what it is.
That's what sales tax ought to be right there, 6-shooter taxing.
It would be if you were in Florida. No, that's income tax in Florida, 0%.
Here's Mrs. Hotshot.
What's going on, lady?
She's been sitting behind me the whole time.
Well,
Hey, did y'all see when I had my CZ issue, right? And I made a video. I was saying that the gun store that I purchased it from, they was trying to charge me $25 for a dang receipt because I couldn't find the receipt.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
That's
nah,
something-
dude, I'll just call CZ myself. No thanks.
That Jamie and Kyle, that was Adventure Outdoors. Now I was highly pissed off with them because I'm like, I would spent, and I'm a range member. I'm like $25 for y'all to hit a few keystrokes. I was like, okay. So every time I go shooting, I make sure that at their range they have the grates up under the shooting bench, right? So your brass is gone, it's gone. I go there and I start pulling out the targets out of the trash can and lay it over the grates.
Putting cardboard down.
I want all mine back. And they better not leave a bucket that's sitting behind me on the wall that they cleaned out the grates. A lot of it is going with me. So talking about like LGS, that's why I drive past a few of and that store is literally 3 miles from my job. So I shoot there often, sometimes on my lunch and stuff, but I'm like, nah, they rubbed me wrong way. $25 for a receipt for a warranty claim that I had to send to CZ. I'm like, I'm not paying y'all $25 for another receipt. So
Damn.
I support the ones that support me. That's just common sense, I think. You know what I mean?
That's how you gotta be.
Absolutely, Chico. I do the same thing.
Yeah, it's hard for me to support my local gun store when he's charging $13 for 50 rounds of CCI standard velocity.
And I'm with that too. So like people that gouge, you won't get none of my money.
No, can't
And
do it.
I won't tell anyone about you. I won't recommend you to anybody. Word of mouth.
Jamie, we're gonna have to get Chico hooked up with Cherokee Pawn and Gun.
Well, he's been up here to Rome with me and gone to Rome Gun and Pawn. Those are nice people.
Yeah. Normally the smaller shops are the ones that's more, I don't want to say old school, but you know what I mean, like interpersonal relationships. So you go in there and speak, and then you might see a price, and they might say, you know what, I know it say $25, give me $20 for it.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes. That's kind of how you don't have to do that to every customer, but that's how you retain customer and stuff like that. And
One of my local guys hits up the estate sales, and he'll get a hold of me and say, come on in, I got some stuff. And I used to pass them bullets out to you guys when I ever got some deals. I'd ask whoever needed whatever and share the wealth, man, because we all like shooting Full Metal Jackets once in a while.
Yeah.
I went in to pick up my Ruger Red Hawk, and I was like, God, this is going to hurt. You sure that's the best you can do on this thing for me? And she goes, have you ever been in here before? I said, yeah. And she punched me up in the computer. She goes, yeah, I think we can save you a little bit of money on that. You've been in here a lot.
Yep.
Yep, I've been going to the same place for 6 years, and man, he just started getting nuts with his prices.
Trying to make up for COVID, everybody's freaking out.
And they're actually hurting
Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah,
Yeah, they really are. They don't
it hurts me to say that too, because I got 2 bricks of primers over there from the 80s that he just straight up gave me for free. He goes, here, I found these in my dad's safe. You can have them for nothing. So that was pretty
Nice.
awesome. But I mean,
You can't beat that.
right. So like I said, it hurts me to not want to go there.
It's like the only way it could be better is if there was a $20 bill inside of each box.
Right.
See you tomorrow.
RCBS Chargemaster Link. I have the one before that, the Chargemaster Lite, and I like it. I really like it. I will say the Link has the option to turn off the beep, unlike mine, where I had to put super glue in the speaker in order to shut that stupid beep off. So they got
That
the
beep
edge
is
on mine.
annoying. And my dog, he goes crazy with that beep sound.
Mhm.
He hates it.
Anybody interested in that new Lee 6 cavity? I'm sorry, 6 station press.
Jer Bear's got a video starting up on that. He just got it in today.
Yeah, I seen his link. I mean his notification for it. I haven't looked at it yet.
I've come to the realization as I've matured as a reloader, I've got enough presses. You can ask Jamie, I'm press poor. I got them things sitting everywhere. Unless
Mhm.
I'm doing something different that requires a special press, I'm good. I'm not interested in nothing.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm the same way, man. I did suggest it to a new reloader. I said if it was me, if I was starting, I'd probably go one with a lot of stations, kind of, sort of.
Angel said
so
if you're in the market for another press, you got to get rid of two first.
I would have liked that 6-pack or whatever they call it, the 6-pack Pro. I think I would have liked it a lot more. I think if it would have been like an O-frame design, like the Dylan, how it has a solid frame all the way around. But I mean, it's only what $300 for the bare press, or maybe it's even cheaper than that. So I mean, it's not a bad deal. Screw tube. If you're looking for a turret press, Notches has got them on sale today. Lee Classic Turret Press for $129 and free shipping with the code.
That's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
In today's market, that's a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, that's probably my most used press, other than the shotgun press. Thank you, Julio.
You're very welcome.
I used the crap out of that little 4-hole turret press. I use it for sizing and decapping before I tumble them. I do all my 44 specials, 44 magnums, 38s. Just I use that thing more than any other press that I've got, and I've got a Dillon.
I think that's the main reason I wanted to pick it up, because I've only loaded 3 calibers on my Dillon, and it's almost cheaper just to buy that turret press and a turret than it is to buy all the setup for the 750. Man, it's nuts how much it costs you to load a different caliber on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember when
Right
these
now,
used to be
looking
10, man?
at the shell plate for the Hornady Progressive, there's $50 now. At one point, it was $20 for the plate. This is crazy, $50.
You used to get those tool heads from a guy who machines them on Amazon or eBay. He used to do like 2 of them for like $40. You look at them now, they about $50, $60 for 2 of them.
Ouch, man.
That's
Yeah,
one
then you
thing
got to buy that. You got to buy the conversion kit. Then if you want the quick change kit, that's another $120 right there. It's like, ow, man.
That's one thing that sold me on them Lee Loadmasters. I can do 40 cal and 9mm on one of my Loadmasters, and then do, of course, 223 and 300 blackout on the other one. The only change up, other than changing the dies or the tool head, is setting the case feeder height. So there's 4 calibers right there, and then I use that Lee 4-hole turret press for everything else.
And I'll tell you something for you Lee guy. I mean, not Lee, I'm sorry, Dylan guys, with a case feeder. I'm frugal, right? So I found out the Hornady plates work in the Dylan. Because I'm, so I found that out a long time ago when I got my case feeder. The Hornady plates work in the Dylan.
That I did not know.
Yes.
Of course,
Look,
I
I
don't have fish feeders, so it doesn't
look.
matter. But
It was some humbug stuff. I was on Amazon. I said, let me order one of these on Amazon because if it don't work, guess what? I'm just sending it back. And I ordered 2 of them and whatever. They worked, and I was like, well, cool. I saved because I think the Dillons are like they got to be $50 each, and the Hornadies was like 20. I was like,
I think I did see a YouTube video on that a while back.
Man, that would have been nice to know before I bought 3 of them.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Tim, man. I thought
It's all good.
I thought I told some people before, but yeah, definitely tried it.
Yeah.
And some company out there, if you buy the 223, if you have the Dillon case feeder 223 plate, some company out there makes a insert that you can put in there where it'll feed 9mm and 40 cal as well. It put it in every slot. There's like 12 slots or something.
So, Papa's Place, do you want that link?
Oh, nice.
There you go. 20-inch barrel. Heck yeah.
Heavy barrel, too.
Yes, sir.
The one I have is a 16-inch side charging. I love it.
Mine's an 18-inch Shaw accuracy barrel from E. Arthur Brown.
Hmm.
I love that barrel, man. I can shoot inch groups with. Gene will tell you, that thing shoots.
Absolutely.
And one more thing I want to do right here at the end of the show. Before we get done, I talked with CW about this, and we're going to do this, okay, CW?
Sure enough.
I'm going to play y'all a video. If I can do this. I can't do this the way I want to. Okay, I'm just going to start it and then make it full screen.
System went off.
Y'all may have already seen this. If you have, bear with us.
I'm not voting for politicians who support rioting and looting or believe that they have the authority to shut down the church and tell us that we can't worship. I'm not voting for politicians who believe in Black Lives Matter except for when they're in the womb. I'm not voting for politicians who want to put a drag queen in every school because they're fun. I'm not voting for politicians who believe that men can birth babies. I'm not voting for politicians who believe that critical race theory, diversity, equity, inclusion, and sexual and gender theory should be taught in our schools. I'm not voting for politicians who support the idea that a biological man can use a girl's bathroom in schools. I'm not voting for a politician who supports mandates. I'm not voting for a politician who believes that everyone else's borders are more important than protecting ours. I'm not voting for politicians who support biological men competing in women's sports. I'm not voting for politicians who continue to divide us by calling us radical right extremists, homophobic, transphobic, and racist. Any doctor who performs gender reassignment surgery in minors, especially without parental consent, you should not be celebrated. You should be arrested. We are no longer going to be sitting on the sidelines. We are not going to go quietly into the night. We are not going to vanish without a fight. We are a part of something bigger than self now. We are a part of this grassroots army. And we're inspired, we're activated, and we're motivated. And we're no longer holding the line. We're taking back lost ground. And we are going to take not only our states back, but our country back in 2024. The red tsunami is upon us. Get your boat.
That was excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I posted that to my community page, and everybody on YouTube could do the same.
Yes, sir.
Leave the damn kids alone when they get old enough to make a decision. That's one thing, but leave the kids out of it.
Yep.
Period. And sometimes that kid ain't an adult when he's 18. He still ain't got a good mind. Sometimes it's 25, 30 years old before you really make good decisions.
I just wanted to
I'm
share
way
that.
over 40 and still don't make good decisions.
Papa's Place, they do have some 18-inch ones. They're just out of stock up with them. I mean, they probably had them. Just go to that link and do a search, and you'll find what you need.
Don't get awful hung up on that extra 2 inches. When I built my 350 way back when, I couldn't get the barrel I wanted either. I could only get 16s or 24s, and I elected to get the 24 and chop it off. And I haven't chopped it off yet, and I don't get 50 feet per second difference between 24 and 16-inch. So it's not any great advantage to the longer barrel as far as velocity.
See, honey, I told you, you don't need that extra 2 inches.
Some calibers, usually it's about 50 feet per second per inch, but it's just not so with the Thrifty Legend. It just doesn't achieve a lot more velocity with a longer barrel.
And just so y'all know, I'm joking. Angel's not even here. She's dog sitting this week.
That's the exact same thought that popped into my head as soon as you said that, Kyle. So I'm with you, man.
I seen the smirk on your face, Tin Man. I started laughing at you because I knew what you were thinking.
Am I that predictable?
No, just a wild guess.
Well, we know Angel's not there because that cast iron skillet's not flying out that door.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, we will pray for you.
Yeah, the bad part is I'm actually lonely. I got me and the dog.
Okay, TMS. I put the link. There's the link to that video. You can copy and paste that.
Yeah, it's real easy to post to the community page. If you just open up the video there, you'll get a little red box. And you just click on that box and you can type in whatever you want. And it'll post it to your community page with a link to that video.
They have some good prices. If he's wanting to build an upper or build a rifle, Bear Creek Arsenal is hard to beat on price. Now, quality wise, I can't vouch for it. I've not owned a Bear Creek Arsenal. I've built what I have, except for one. But Julio, that guy, has a 350 Legend.
I got 4 Bear Creek Arsenal offers, and I'm happy with them.
Yeah, I have 3, and I did have a problem with one. It was short chambered, and I got a hold of them, and they not only swapped it out without me having to wait, they upgraded me to a better barrel. They and I've heard it a number of times from a number of people. So if by chance you do get a lemon or bummer or something wrong with it, they stand behind the product and they've been really good making it right. So in short, don't worry about it.
I have a BCA upper 223 wild barrel on my 3-gun AR-15, and I've been shooting with it for 6 years and never had a problem out of it. Accurate as the day I got it.
Yeah, I have the same thing, 18-inch. And I got a 18-inch 450 and a 6.5 Grendel.
Good night, Todd.
Good night, Todd.
So
Good luck with that pot, man.
the thing about Bear Creek, I mean, I think I saw. Let me go back over here and look. I think they had. I just typed in 350 Legend. They've got a. They've got. They've got barrels starting at $135. But they have the Magnum Research 350 Legend BFR too for $1,629 if anybody's interested in a revolver.
I mean, if you remember when Bear Creek Arsenal started, they have till today they have come a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
I had one completely, it was a disaster of an upper, but I got tired of waiting on the representative, so I fixed it myself. Other than that, I've had great luck with them.
I bought a 223 barrel off of them before COVID, and I think it was $52 shipped to my door. Thing shoots awesome.
Mm.
Good deal. And those barrels come from one or two companies. I mean, they're made everywhere else. I just put a name on them.
My 300 Blackout, I wound up swapping that barrel out because the free bore was too short. It's a short throat, and if you shoot cast bullets, that's not ideal.
Mm. And then actually, I believe that Bear Creek makes their own barrels now. They have a video. They have a robot inside this cage that's feeding the barrels.
All of their 16 and 18-inch uppers are out of stock.
It's been blowing them out today.
Tis the season.
Yeah, they've been putting sales for quite a while now. They do move.
And then they've got a complete gun, 223 Wild 16-inch Parkerized M4 barrel, carbine link gas system, 15-inch M-lock handguard, no magazine, $359.99. So you can get a complete rifle for $360. And then if you want to buy that upper, I think it was $319. They've got a complete lower assembly for $130, multi-caliber. So it's going to be hard to beat Bear Creek Arsenal on price.
Johnny's got an
Then
interesting.
the only one that comes with a bolt. A lot of them says complete upper, but there's no bolt in there. So that's a big plus.
Mark, can you elaborate on Johnny's question?
Pop it up there. I'm not got the chat up. Let me. It's from the end of the chamber where the case mount stops to the rifling's beginning.
Right. So if wherever your case mouth sits, you should have a short section of barrel or short section of bore that's a slightly larger diameter than your rifling, and the amount of that or the distance, it's called free bore. I mean, the diameter could have been a little bit small on mine. I'm not sure what the issue is. All I know is that rounds that would chamber in, what do you call those fancy headspace gauges with the cutout on them?
Mm-hmm. Case gauge. Oh,
Sheridan
cutouts.
gauges.
Sheridan gauge. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sheridan gauges are supposed to be machined to minimum SAMI specs. So if your round fits in that gauge, it should fit in any chamber. And a round that would fit in mine wouldn't even fit in my Bear Creek chamber. So they might have just ran that reamer a little bit too long. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's how I found out on mine.
Well, they called the first time I spoke with them because I had trouble chambering 7.62 by 39.
Mm-hmm.
They called it a match chamber, and it was really tight tolerance. And no, they're
Mhm.
not wrong. But
Yep.
and it, so Full Metal Jackets was really good. And then now that I'm running 308, 309 Full Metal Jackets, I'm getting great groups and I'm feeding. So even though my barrel's like 310, I'm getting great groups. So I'm just going to stay running the 308s, sizing down in my 7.62 by 39.
There you
And
go.
the way you see what you have is to make a chamber cast.
Yeah, chamber casting is the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Walter said.
Yeah.
And you can get that stuff. It's pretty much bismuth, isn't it?
Zero safe.
Sarah
Sarah-
safe, right?
It
Yeah,
melts at a very low
it's very
temperature.
soft.
It melts at like 200 degrees. So
Mm.
you just got to put something down, put some patches down in your barrel and make a casting.
Yeah,
So
Bear Creek chambers don't like a fat ogive bullet.
Mm-hmm.
So call me tomorrow, Mark. We'll talk about it. Is this the Marlin 336 we're talking about?
That or it's his Remington 141.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anybody has questioned the accuracy of the Valkyrie Idaho. I think what people complain about 224 Valkyrie is the way it eats up.
Yeah, your brass life.
It tears up the brass, especially at the primer pocket.
But I can't speak from knowledge. I just go off of what everybody else says. So
Yeah,
I have no opinion.
no, that's all I hear. I don't own
Yeah.
a 224. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, it's his Remington.
I see that. That's a cool old gun, man.
James is right.
That's-
Could be your bullet.
That's exactly right. Because I got that issue with 350 Legend right now. The bullet I want to run is just, and I'll get it. I just got to figure out what seating depth is going to work.
Mm.
And we got to start getting out of here, but I'm going to show this first. These are my 359 hammers. Now these loaded like this, and it's not to the crimp groove, as you can see. But
Mm.
loaded like this, it won't chamber. And then I've got these CW bullets, hollow point,
Mm.
and I want to shoot these. These are a little bit heavier than the hammers.
Those are the 197s, I think.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, you got to seat them pretty deep.
You do, and with that, you're going to have to figure out what you got to do with the powder charge.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I ran them both to the exact same cartridge overall,
Mm.
and you can see that they're both fatties, but they both they're very thick ogive bullets.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Did I send you any ranch dogs?
I don't know. I got a box full of bullets over there that you've sent me over the years. So I'll dig in there and find that.
I know I gave some to Julio. He likes them a lot.
Yeah, I like them. They shoot very nicely.
Well, let's start going through the room and letting these nice people. Uh,
There
Except
it
for
is.
states that don't allow battle Lexus.
um, walks. I've got two deer rifles sitting right over there by the door with all of my camouflage. One of them is 350 Legend and an AR platform. The other is my Seiko AV model Seiko AV chambered in 270 Winchester. And which one I grab depends on what stand I'm going to hunt in that day. And what stand I'm going to hunt in that day depends on which direction the wind's blowing. Hope y'all all understand that. Tim, man, glad you got to come join us today. You gonna be working on anything this week?
Um, I don't think so. I might get to go shoot tomorrow before we go to the in-laws for Thanksgiving, but we'll see what happens. See what the weather does. Other than that, I really haven't been doing a whole lot besides tumbling all my pistol brass that I haven't cleaned since I did it last year, and that was getting out of hand. So I did about 3 batches, got it all done. Other than that, I haven't been doing much.
Well, we understand you're busy, particularly with work and two girls, but anytime you got a Friday night off, you're always welcome here, brother.
I appreciate it. Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Hmm?
Mike, what you working on?
Uh, Holiday season, especially here. It's not the holidays until after Thanksgiving. The warm weather fooled everybody. It came up on us quick. Um, I'm going to work on some more of that 50 Beowulf, and we'll just see where it goes. But still hunting a lot. So other than that, that's what I'm into. Good to be here. Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Tin Man. Come on back, Ocean. Good to
Likewise.
have you aboard. And we'll see y'all next time.
Thanks for being here, brother. Reloading from the hot pot.
Hey there. Yeah, thanks for having me on. This next week, I got a bunch of new videos to make for my new channel, Hot Pot Tactical. I do have a link over on my community page. There's a little picture with a link there. You can go find the channel. I appreciate everybody that comes over and subs it. Try to get that build up. This next week, like I said, we're going to do some videos, get some shooting in. And I got a bunch of 9mm to get loaded up.
Well, I can't wait for you to try some of those zinc bullets in competition in 9mm. Think you'll like them.
Oh, me too. Me too.
That'd be fun to watch. Oh, and by the way, Gene, you don't have to powder coat them or anything. You just load them, you just cast them, load them, and shoot them.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Might have to size them. We'll have to ask Andy.
Yeah,
You know?
I do think I've heard him say you have to size them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to water quench them though. Okay, shrinks them a little bit. If you don't, they tend to be pretty large.
And they're really hard, so they're not easy to
Yeah.
size.
Copy that. Copy.
So that'd be interesting. Mr. Ocean 374, we're so glad to have you and Tin Man both with us tonight. You gonna be doing any videos and stuff?
Um, I got some honey to-do list still. I finally got caught up with a lot of my metallic reloading. I only had two more to figure out, and then I'm gonna start put that to the side and start doing videos on shotgun reloading because I've been putting that off for a long time now. And there's a couple modes I want to get also for shotgun, so hopefully that come out soon. I'll start making videos on that.
I'll have to join you on some of that. I need to get busy and do some shotgun loading. I'm gonna be doing 20, 16, and 12.
Hmm.
I'd be interested to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I have is 12.
Well, it'll shift now. It'll shift
Hmm.
now. We can do a live stream like we did the with the 350 Legend. Me and you and
Hmm.
Tim and Neely did. We'll do that. And we can even make Kyle Lusk join us. He does shotgun too. What you got coming up this week, Kyle?
Good evening and welcome to the. Oh, sorry, that's what I do in the beginning. Uh, sorry guys, I was in a turkey coma. Better late than never, I guess. Um, I think I'm going to smelt up some more ingots, and I think when you came over here, it kind of lit a fire up Angel's backside for me to get rid of some of this stuff. So I'm off for the next about 12 days. So I'm going to do a little cleanup and smelting down and uh, get my stash built up. And uh, that that's pretty much all I've got going on. I'm glad everybody's here. Good to have Julio and Tim Man on tonight. Uh, and for MCK and Hot Pot, and you too, CW.
Oh,
Oh,
Just glad to see everybody. Hope everybody had a good Turkey Day and enjoy the weekend.
Thanks for making it in, buddy. I should have called and woke you up. If I knew you were taking a nap, I would have. My bad. All right, CW, what you got planned for us? You got. I'm behind on your. I stay behind on your videos. I can't keep up, man.
I got
The,
two of them up today.
I saw one of them.
Yeah, I got a couple videos I want to get done. I gotta get back on that 25-45. Ricky's been pestering me, and he's gonna want to get up here and put that together. So we're gonna do a video on that here pretty quick. I'm jumping into the 222 Remington, or back into it. My buddy picked up one. He wants to do some shooting, so I loaded up 100 rounds of that yesterday afternoon, waiting for the turkey to cook, and we're ready with that. So I'm going to probably do a quick video with that. That's something I can get done because they got good facilities there, and I can bring Mama and we can have a good time. So that's something that I can do. And I don't know. I'll find some other videos to do, and hopefully it won't be because my pot broke again. But I want to play with that new hatchet a little bit more. I'm going to finish refinishing that handle, but I doubt I'll make a video on that. But really good to see Ocean, and really good to see Timmy on here, and good to see a couple new faces in the side chat. Timmy over there, ScrewTube. We put up a link. Give him a check out, guys, and see what he's got to offer. He does a lot of neat trick shooting stuff. And if you remember Treetop Outdoors or you were subscribed, it's the same guy. So resub him over there. You really appreciate it. And in your prayers, let's remember Dave um, Echo. He's needing our thoughts and prayers for some tough times he's going through. That's about all I've got to add tonight. Just hope everybody has a great week. Good seeing all you guys, and great seeing everybody in the side chat.
Okay,
I'll check one of my local places, Critter. A couple weeks ago, they had a bag or two. I'll check again. 22,250.
see, that's awesome. Thanks, man. Johnny said your axe is dope, CW, and
Oh
we're
yeah,
over.
it was
So I'll
we
try
were
to make it quick. I'll try to make it quick for Gizzard Gary, but y'all go over. AR Guns 1776 did put up a post, I think, of a way to help Echo if you're inclined to do so. Uh, And that's interesting.
Hmm.
And I'll be checking that out. So if you're inclined, go help out. He's moved up to Tennessee, and yeah, it got crazy. Anyway, I hope y'all help him if you can. The most powerful thing you can do is pray for him. And we're going to get out of here and let Gizzard have the floor. I hope the Lord blesses you all real good. And if he's willing, we'll see y'all next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Good
Night,
night, y'all.